Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, July 31st, 2019. We're 4 deep today. The man to my immediate left, probably your right, depending on the way you look at it, is Billy Jackson. The man that's can't stop laughing with the slap he's had is Grant Fierro. And Mr. I want to call him Clark Kent. I've never seen glasses that thick before. His name is Reef Willard. Man, another beautiful week in skateboarding. As I'm getting ready to finish this intro, did anyone catch Street League?
I watched parts of it.
Did.
I went to the qualifying the first day.
I never
Oh, that's dope.
League. Oh, you actually went? You were actually present?
Yeah, for the qualifying day.
Oh, well, please tell
like
us. Did you learn anything? Did you see anything worthy of yapping about?
There was, let's see. The first few heats of that qualifying day was dudes that we're not very familiar with, because I think since it's connected to the Olympics, more like international people are able to skate and qualify for it now, which is cool. And I mean, this isn't super new, but if you're under 18, you have to wear a helmet, which is still kind of crazy to see.
What?
Like kids killing it in a street league and they have to have a helmet on. It's kind of funny looking. But yeah, I don't know. There was still some some of the bigger name dudes had to skate the first day. Shane did. He made it through. Like Trent McClung, a shot skated. But I don't know. It was cool.
Who didn't do too hot?
I just mentioned Ashad, who's the best skateboarder in the world, but he didn't really look like he wanted to be there.
Oh, damn.
For example, he looked like he was kind of chilling, and then after his last attempt, like he didn't land his trick. He popped his board up, hopped over the fence, put his backpack on, and he walked up the stairs and was skating in the arena. Like looked like he was headed out immediately, just trying to go skate somewhere else.
Doesn't all his skating look like it's chilling?
Yeah.
Hey, does he sound okay, or does he need to talk closer to the mic?
No, he sounded good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that was pretty much, I mean, that's when I was there. And then the second day they did the finals, which I didn't watch. But Yuto won.
Yeah, Yuto.
He does tricks no one else does. So.
Actually,
you know what? Oh, go ahead.
I saw him do, was it like a nollie? Or is he fakie, whatever, like 270 to nose or whatever? Like the weird way?
Uh-huh.
That's
only person that does that.
That's
you know what I will
stupid.
say? The day I went was this dude named Giovanni Viana, who's getting primitives starting to hook him up. He that dude's kind of the same thing, like kind of just coming out of nowhere, so gnarly, and not the same bag of tricks as Yuto, but similar to Yuto in the sense that no one does his tricks. He was skating the hubba and doing like half cab to front side grinds, like half cab front Smith, half cab front nose grind. And it was so gnarly, like you have to gap out, and that's like obviously spinning alley oop. So that dude was sick. But yeah,
the guy who won Tampa?
No, I don't think so, but maybe he did good at it. You've probably seen him. He's like a redhead dude. He had longer hair, but I think he just buzzed it. But yeah, he's gnarly. But
Nyjah almost. Was it a battle between Yuto and Nyjah? Because I saw Nyjah came close to doing. No, he didn't come close.
Nyjah fell off. He got last in finals.
Oh,
He got caught up on one trick pretty much.
I
Big
watched
flip.
his run. I saw it on Instagram, and he did a front feeble to front Smith on a rail, and it bugged me a lot. It looked so bad. Like, how would he just front feeble? It looked so dumb.
Just like an actual rail? Or like a flat bar? Or
A
like
bumper
kinker?
rail. Just a bumper rail. Like he went into the Smith the rail wasn't even that long.
Yeah.
So by the time he went into the Smith, it just looked stupid.
Oh, you're saying it didn't look good because of the length of the rail?
I mean, I don't think front feeble front Smith is a good looking trick on anything. If you can front feeble, why don't you just sit in a front feeble?
Isn't that what Tommy Sandoval's ender was?
Probably not. I don't remember.
Yeah.
People do like feeble to back Smith.
I think
or
that was
front
Ride
Smith
to
to front
Sky.
feeble. But if you're already in the front feeble or in the back Smith, just leave it there. It doesn't need to move.
True, I think you're right. I think that is his ender.
He did front
Backside
feeble
though.
to front Smith.
No, backside. Back feeble to back Smith, I think.
Oh well, that trick
That's
makes
tight.
way more
I like
sense.
that.
Yeah, I think that trick's cool.
Or front Smith to front feeble would be sick, I think.
Yeah, it's
Am I
acceptable.
wrong, Drew, or was it front side?
I couldn't tell you, but
I
I know
really
I know
doubt
he did
he, bro,
he did the
did that.
little. He was one of the first ones that I see do it. Went That's what was all slow mode, fade to black, ender, fucking.
Feeble to backsmith is acceptable, but no one would ever go backsmith to feeble. So why would you go from feeble to front smith?
All right, I get it.
back
All
that
right,
one.
all right. But didn't he get wrecked on a trick? What was it? He was going for
Big flip,
switch
backflip.
big flip board, or what did he get hurt on?
I didn't know he slammed. I don't know.
Oh, did he get hurt?
Nyjah?
Yeah.
No, he was trying big flip on the gap to the bump to rail, the yellow thing, whatever. He
Yeah, that like
big flip back lip, and he like tried it so many times. He like didn't try to change it up to get some points. It was funny. He like waved, like I think it was his fourth to last attempt. He like waved off to the fans, and I'm like, oh, he's really gonna be like not gonna go for his last try, just like because he's over it. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. And then, no, he did. He ended up getting back in there and he tried it. But
I was gonna say a little.
I was gonna say, like,
buddy, what's going on?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That could have been maybe because I know you have to land a certain amount of tricks to even have a chance at winning, like to get enough scores. So maybe like he needed 2 scores and he only had 1 try left, so he knew he couldn't win. You know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
he knows like the layout and everything of.
I'm sure he knows.
He's like, yeah, I might as well save my energy. He's like, statistically, I'm out, so why go for it?
Dude, I don't know. Contests are kind of just getting weirder and weirder to me.
Why?
Like, I have no idea who the dude was. That I like just seeing the dudes, just kind of like the younger dudes that I haven't even seen like street footage of, and like they're just so like into those contests, which is like cool, good for them. I don't know. But it's just a little weird, and seeing dudes land tricks and then like celebrate, which is mainly like the younger, newer dudes, is weird to me. I don't know, like seeing someone land a trick and roll away and like just get so amped on themselves is just kind of weird. Yeah, like I don't know, I can't really get into that. It just like that in skateboarding just doesn't really make that much sense to me.
They're probably stoked on the stage they're at though. Like if it's a young kid,
oh for
like,
sure,
in front of like I don't know how big the crowds are. I don't really watch Street League, but.
Yeah, I mean, there's not like a ton of people, I would say, but you're in an arena, so it feels like it. I bet, regardless. But,
Right now, I was checking to see our next topic on the monster mentality with Nyjah Huston. I was trying to remember because early in the week I put that in the notes, and he was just pretty much talking about his success over all the contests that he entered. But one of the things that caught my eye is I never saw. I always saw like a highlight. Oh, here's the next games. Here's another X Games. Him actually winning on podium with his medal or his trophy. I didn't actually see him all cased up. It's almost it's interesting. I just wanted to. I don't want to talk too much about the piece because we get you're trying to sell some Monster Energy drinks, and we get that you're trying to highlight Nyjah Huston as the best contest skater of all time. I feel like. The way I want to direct this podcast or this conversation is, I feel like a guy like Nyjah is absolutely necessary. He's like the Michael Jordan or the John Jones. If you guys don't know, that's a UFC champion. He is a.
Is that the guy who snapped? Is that the one who snapped his leg?
No, that's Anderson Silva.
Oh yeah. That was gnarly.
I like to see someone that takes contests to the highest level. I think I think it's rad, and to kind of segue, but not too early, I like that when Shane O'Neill was on the 9 Club, he talked about it was him and Nyjah for a little bit. What are your thoughts on you personally, Reef, Nyjah Huston, how serious he takes contests? Do you back it? Do you think he's taking it too seriously? What are your personal thoughts?
I mean,
do you think it's unhealthy?
No, I mean, back in the day, obviously, we heard stories about his dad talking about, or not his dad, but he talks about how his father was, threw him in a lot of contests, and he would go to his indoor training facility or park, whatever you want to call it, and he would train for those contests and stuff. So it's in his blood. I mean, it looks like nowadays he has a little bit more fun with it. In the earlier street leagues, I can't believe it's already been 10 years, but the earlier street leagues, it seemed like he was way serious, very serious about it. And nowadays, you could tell he's obviously still focused, but he tries to have a little bit more fun with it. So I don't know. And I don't think it's a bad thing. It's Nyjah, so he just does his thing.
What do you think, Grant?
I mean, it's what he does. Like, he's the contest dude, so he takes it serious. And I don't think it's whack to take it serious. I don't think it's whack to try. Like, I'm not one of those dudes. But, like I said earlier, there's just something about, like, someone, like, really celebrating on that stage immediately when they land a trick that looks kind of weird to me. But Nyjah in particular, like, I don't know. That's what he does. He's the contest dude, so he's going to do that. Is it my favorite thing? No, but I'm not going to, like, hate on him for it.
Okay.
There's no, I don't know. He does his thing. And you know what, actually, I will say that I guess I respect in a sense about Nyjah. I think it's cool that he still street skates and like wants to film because he does not have to do that. None of his sponsors would care if he didn't want to street skate. Like Nike would not care, Monster would not care. Like he's still gonna win street leagues. That's like what he is.
Just take lifestyle photos, and he'll be good.
Yeah, I mean maybe he'd have to get some photos for like when his shoes come out, but I don't know. He doesn't have to like be the dude out there like really filming. I don't think these sponsors would care about that. I'm not obviously, I don't know, but I don't know. To me, it's like they pay that dude so much money because he's going to be there winning the contest. So he doesn't have to put parts out, at least not as often, but he definitely puts in some work street skating. So that's cool.
You don't like to self-use?
It's just weird. It's so weird. Like I saw one on the qualifying day. I don't know who it was. It was like a kind of a more random dude. And he landed his trick, and he got his score, and he was just like arms up, screaming. Like it just looks kind of strange to me. Like it's just something you see at like a sporting event or something. And I'm not saying it's whack or that dude's whack, but it just looks funny to me.
Yeah, I used to like your friends celebrate for you when you land a trick, I guess.
Yeah, like they all jump and they
Like
hug you.
yeah.
Like I'd almost describe it like as one of those moments. Like when I see that happen on a skateboard, like seeing that dude do that, I just kind of want to look away. Like, you know, you're almost like embarrassed for someone. You're like,
Nah,
Nah.
you're going. You put that shovel back in your pocket. You're digging a little too deep on that one.
it just like looks funny to me. Like it doesn't look right.
Look, well, maybe it doesn't look right to you because you're comparing it to street skating.
Yeah.
Look at it from the lens of it's your last run. You got one chance. You got a whole arena of people. Everyone's filming you.
Yeah, no, I don't want it to
and you
sound
got
like
the
I'm blaming
chance to
him, 'cause I
make.
get it.
You got the chance to win not only a trophy and the accolades that go with that, but also a chance to go into the Olympics and to win a little bit of cash. And you happen to make that one trick.
No, I don't blame
Hey,
him.
if I just made
guess-
some a couple $1,000, your boy taking you out to Denny's.
You're
I'd
right.
self you.
I don't blame Denny's, but nah. I mean, I don't blame him. It just looks a little funny to me, but I don't blame him.
I understand. I do.
Yeah.
Grant, the Transworld posted the Am Slam, the first stop. Was that the one that you and Tanner went to?
Yeah, I did go to that.
Oh, okay.
For a little bit.
It looked a little hot. It was a hot in that.
Yeah, I mean, we were only there for seriously like maybe like 40 minutes, but yeah, it was hot in there for sure. That was like a super hot day, and being inside at a skate park like that's hot.
Oh, okay.
And it's like North County too, right?
Yeah, it's in Vista. It's here
Scorching.
east too.
It's so scorching
yeah, it
over
was,
there.
dude. It was
It's
hot in
rough.
there. Yeah.
Looks like their next contest is coming up in September. Did you you didn't stick around too long? You said 40 minutes, so you didn't really pay attention to anyone skating?
No, not too much. There was a dude named Kobe. I think his last name's Dovrak or something. He skates with Alex Wilms a lot. That dude was skating so good. I thought he was super sick. I've seen him around. I never talked to him, but I just remember watching him do back tails on the quarter pipe, like in his run, and it was so tight.
Back tail on
That
the
dude's
quarter
killer.
looks so good.
Yeah, when they
It's just
slide
like a
it,
classic
he was going
looking
so
trick.
fast and just, it was sick.
Give anything for
But-
those.
Brandon Reynolds did some sick stuff too while I was there. It was tight.
I saw Josh Baldwin doing his thing like always.
Oh
That was
yeah,
so sick.
yeah. That dude is gnarly. He's so
That-
consistent.
That was another element that I took away is like that guy. Well, he usually skates with his shirt off anyway, but
And shades.
I was like, okay. He's at what?
And
It was
shades.
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is sick.
He's super sick. He did the as always the sickest switch trays. So I was actually surprised that he didn't even place in that contest. I mean, not like top
Sometimes
3.
yeah, I know he made it to finals, but sometimes it's hard to like watch a video of a contest and then be like, how did they not place? Because you don't.
It's
you know,
true.
You know,
That's true.
like
Grant.
you're just watching the highlights. They're gonna show you the tricks that he landed. They're not gonna show you what he
Not
didn't
Davey
land.
Queens.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, Josh is sick.
He's the best.
I love his skating.
He's so consistent.
I wanted to talk about Shane O'Neill. Shane O'Neill came
I'd
out
love
with that dope ass. Oh, you look like you got all types of stuff you want to talk about. This was a lengthy episode on the 9 Club. I didn't even get a chance to finish it. Maybe you guys could fill in some of the gaps. Billy, let's start with you. What did you?
It was pretty. What? It was pretty sick that they had some artificial intelligence do a 3-hour interview. That was pretty cool.
Wait, what the? Shut the fuck up.
He's a computer.
Dumbest fucking thing.
Remember the Jenkum thing, Zygram 23 or whatever? that was like his robot name.
That's his robot name?
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was titled, but part of the title was like Zygram 23 or some number, and they had like made an image of like his face, but like robot-y. I don't know. It was funny.
No, I really enjoyed it. Honestly, going into it, seeing that it was, 2:55, 2 hours 55 minutes, I was just like, I'm probably not going to get through this. I think I texted Grant like 20 minutes in, and I was like, I don't know. But the more I watched it, the more I was into it. Yeah. You never really get to see. He's one of those people who's kind of shut off, or not really, or I guess his personal life shut off.
He is in his own way. Yeah.
He shows you what he wants, so it was cool to get some insight to his mind, and a lot of stuff that he talked about really blew me away. One thing was like I post on Instagram, but I don't take it that serious. I don't really care for it. Mm-hmm. But the way he described how like people how he like, or not how he wants them to, but how it's like the powers in Instagram. I thought that was so cool. Like
meaning what, like influence?
Like you don't really have to put out parts, because he was saying with like how crazy skateboarding is right now with all of the, I don't know, everything on the internet. If you work hard for a part and you put it on, it's just gone the next day or like an hour later.
Right.
So he's like, you might as well just throw this stuff on Instagram and then get noticed from the companies from that. And then if they want a part from you, give them a part. Because if you throw it all out there in one part, it's already gone. You have to like start over.
Right.
So it was like, I don't know, it's pretty cool seeing like his brain work and that way. It was nice.
Yeah, he's definitely a smart man. A man that's definitely learned from his trials and tribulations. And I like to echo what you said. He actually said he doesn't do interviews at all. So that was a trip out to me. I didn't really realize or notice that. Yeah, I don't actually ever remember. The only time I remember is when I talked about on here when he was on. We were talking about the last Street League, and he was talking to one of the officials or the coordinators of Street League. Said, "Well, what if he fucks it up?" And I was like, yeah. "Oh yeah, I hear about Shane all the time. He says fuck it on Street League." But
was that the Stop Rock one?
That was
yeah,
funny.
the Stop Rock one. Yeah, that's correct. Let's talk about some of this shit. Well, because we never hear about the guy, we don't know how weird he is. Who knew that he has to do a switch flip before he tries to switch double tray flip down a triple
That
set?
is outrageous. Especially, I mean, I don't know about
Someone
Reef,
should
but
have filmed
Billy and
that.
Drew.
I want to see the whole unedited version, or at least them all pieced together. I want to see how
You
many
guys have
switch
been
flips
to-
he did on it.
You have both been to Santa Monica Triple Set too, right?
No.
Like you've looked at it? You haven't, Billy? Drew, you have, right?
Yeah.
Like that is nuts that you would want to jump down that more than you have to. That thing, like, it's so long.
Looks
Skating
massive.
that's
Is it bigger than the one in Miramar, that triple set?
I've never stood on top of that one, but
Really?
just based on the looks, I would say yes.
That's
Yeah, I think it's very long. Because people, I mean, I could be wrong, but just from off the top of my mind, I feel like people that skate the Miramar one, they don't look like they're like you have to go fast, of course, the triple set. But like skating the Santa Monica one, like people skating that, you have to go so fast. Yeah, like there's like a downhill run up, and they need that, and they're pushing going downhill. It's pretty gnarly.
It was also nice to see, and it was also refreshing to see him talk about how refreshing someone honest is. He was very honest about why he left Primitive, and it was due to business reasons, but he didn't go into those business details. Totally understandable.
Class.
Yeah, real class act guy. He has talked about his troubled past before, but he went more into detail as far as how gnarly his house burnt down. He almost didn't get a chance to go on a trip because his sister saved his passport, and how crappy, like, I don't know, everybody, I don't know. He obviously his parents weren't really.
I like how he kept saying he was chubby.
Oh yeah,
He was like, I was dumb
That
chubby.
was so funny.
Dumb chubby.
I don't remember.
That was dumb chubby.
I don't remember dumb. I'm dumb. I don't remember dumb O'Neill. I don't remember Chubby O'Neill.
I don't either.
Neither do
but-
I, really.
He must have been hidden like
I don't
behind
think
the
he's chubby.
shadows. He was only chubby
I mean,
for a little
he said
bit.
he said that's when he had that girlfriend in Utah and he wasn't really like doing much.
Yeah.
So maybe we didn't really see much of. Maybe the camera never saw much of chubby Shane.
Reef, I doubt
Angles.
Grant, you weren't big on Forecast, right? You weren't really like Forecast wasn't a big so
Familiar, but no.
Okay. So Reef, me and
Yeah.
you both remember how big Forecast was. I mean, that was Mike Moe's introduction. Now, can
Mike
you imagine
Moe.
how impactful that
That's
video
Mike
would have
Moe.
been if Shane O'Neill was on that video? Wait, what happened? Sorry, what
Yeah.
happened?
I said it's Mike Mole in Forecast, not Mike Moe.
Have a nice day, Grant. So, what do you think, Reef?
It is.
Yeah, that
Paul
would've been
says it.
crazy.
Your boy said it. He said, "I don't even know about Mike Mole."
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
Just listen to it. P. Rod calls him Mike Mole.
No, but if Shane did, if he was in the Forecast, that would have been trippy to see. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have known about him, and it would have been the first time. But oh my God, that would have been such a probably crazy part to watch,
I think
like
so.
that early on,
Mhm.
because Forecast was definitely not my first, but it was like one of the first like few videos I watched, and I remember that was on repeat for a while. So that'd been crazy to see. Yeah, just thinking about it now, watching Shane that young, watching him, because I don't know. You've seen, or when you watch old footage of Shane, he's always been tech. He's always been like a very controlled skater. So that would have been pretty sick to watch. Yeah.
I would have been also curious to see what direction his career would have gone if he was in that video, because I felt like for the most part, I'd say everyone in that video had an opportunity, regardless of what video you're in, especially that video backed by P-Rod. You have an opportunity, so I would have been curious to see what companies would have tried to really pressure him. Now he seems like, as in his more mature age, he's more selective with companies. When you're that young, I wonder how much influence. Maybe it would have been on Girl.
But even from the sounds of the interview, like at a pretty young age, he already sounded pretty picky because he said that a lot of companies are hitting him up, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know," and kind of just waited on it, and then ended up going to skate metal. But he said that like companies that he thought were cool were hitting him up. He just wasn't really sure what he should do.
Yeah, but can you imagine even more companies would have hit him up if they would have gotten exposed to him?
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm surprised, honestly.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised that Girl or Chocolate didn't. I mean, they might have, but he talked about it so much in the interview. He brought up Girl and Chocolate quite a bit. How much he liked their pants and like their all the quality of their stuff. And I don't know. I could have seen that being an easy fit. Girl more than Chocolate, but he said he liked Chocolate. I think him and Chris were just joking about it, but
Yeah.
I was actually, this is random, but
Yeah.
you mentioned the chocolate pants because I remember I would always notice, and if you go watch old Shane clips, whenever his pants come up, there's like the big chocolate C on his jeans, and I would always notice that. So I thought it was cool that they brought that up.
I was actually pretty hyped on the pants conversation too, because I'm just like him. I like the same pants. Like I pretty much wear the same ones when I skate all the time. So like them doing that and him being like, yeah, people think I'm weird when I ask them about like what pants they're wearing. Like companies get rid of them. I was really hyped on that pants conversation.
same here. I agree.
Yeah. What do you all think of? I'd like to get Billy's thoughts. Shane actually doesn't like the switch trade double flip. He actually hates that trick.
Good, he shouldn't.
He just likes it for the points.
Hey, that's strategy. If it wins them a check, it wins them a check. But I don't like it. But when you watch Chronicles 2 and they show the second angle of it, it looks so good. But other than that, I don't really care for it.
Wait, which one did he do in Chronicles 2?
I can't remember either.
Was it Chronicles 2 or was it Shane
He does
Goes?
it on Santa Monica
Sorry,
and
no.
Welcome to Primitive.
He does it in...
What was the one that he does in that 9 stair?
Was it Shane Goes?
Oh,
Switch
no,
big-
that's Chronicles. He does trick up the set and then switch double tray down. What is that, Belmont or whatever?
Yeah, but then there's
I
the second
forget-
angle
I forget
of
the
the,
name
of
of
the
it.
long
You're
ones.
right. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, was it 2?
Yeah, no, you were right. I was just thinking of the Santa Monica one. I couldn't remember what else he did it on.
Hey, it's still
got skate knowledge.
It's still up there.
Yeah, that was good, Billy.
What's up?
I honestly wasn't very
I thought
surprised.
you
that
giving me credit.
I
Fuck
got
you.
some tricks.
I said the stairs. Anywho, so let's start a new discussion. Why do you think people hate on the double flip? What it flips more than once. I mean, it's harder. Requires more effort, or is it not harder? Do you guys feel like it's just why do you think that is? Why do you hate a double flip?
Because I'd say like 99% of the time it looks so bad.
Why is it
not even just for like double tray, but like double kick flips or double heel flips? I think they look so bad. It's just an unattractive trick to me. There's only like a handful of people who I'll watch do them. Like Dane can do them all day.
Oh,
I don't care.
I would say there's not a single double flip trick that looks better. I shouldn't say single double. There's not any double flip trick that looks better than it flipping once.
No matter who does it.
It just looks. I'd rather watch Shane switch tray than switch double tray.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Put him away. Put him away. Talk about
no matter who does it.
Everybody else.
I'm not saying that every single one done sucks, but I would just rather watch it flip once. It looks way better. Like I like when people like just do a nice kickflip, catch it real high, or like switch flip. Like I don't need to see it flip twice.
You don't like pop shove quadruple leg flips?
Shout out Jason Carney. Hey, someone had to do it, right?
What about the tray flip, quintuple flip? That was crazy. That was so crazy. I was like, "There's no way there's 5." Yeah, like off a quarter pipe thing.
Who did that?
Good. Some guy. Is that at the
dude
end of like
on
the skate line? I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
It caught it off the ground almost.
It was waiting for him. It was waiting for him for sure.
That's like one of those things where you just like you hope it lands. At that
yeah,
point.
I mean, like how much he has the control to catch the tray and kick it, but other than that, you can't control it.
It's like I'm either gonna primo, it's gonna land upside down, or I'm landing it.
Yeah, to roll the dice.
You like double flips?
I used to do them, and I had a good one too. To be honest with you. Yeah,
I used to do triple flips.
I was down.
Can't lie.
Triple.
Actually has a good double heel. Is Sage on FA? He has actually a really good double heel.
He went over a bump over can that was good.
Yeah, I really like that. But other than that, I agree with you guys. Like double flips, yes, a little too much.
They gotta go.
Maybe Carlin
was
was double flipper.
A nice catch over a double. Like, yeah, I get the double flip. It could be like you could think it's harder, but a nice catch looks so good, like really high,
crispy.
Just, I don't know. Yeah,
it's the best. Do you guys remember? This might be more in my brain now because like after I watch a 9 Club in Hype Time, I always go watch some of their old parts. And I watched Shane's pro debut part, and he starts it. Oh no, actually, this is in another Transworld video. He does a kickflip into a bank.
That was one of your favorite videos.
It's like black and white footage. It's the very first trick. He kickflips into the bank, and it is one of the best kickflips. It's so, and it's like the song hasn't started. It's just skate sounds, and you just hear him catch it and stomp it into like this really steep bank.
Probably would have been better if it was a double
no,
flip.
that's a money machine. Oh, right after the money machine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's filmed good too.
monster money. Monster money.
Oh yeah,
I love the monster talk. Yeah, that was tight. I thought it was cool that he was down to say that he never once drank one, and that he was down to say that now he's just gonna he doesn't want to skate for brands he doesn't back anymore. And I mean, I don't blame him for doing it once. He probably got a good amount of money.
But he also stressed that he liked the people that was involved in Monster. He said that they were really rad people.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. If you like the people and you like the paycheck, I'll do it.
What do you think about saying no to $100,000 for a Yoplait post?
I'd do it.
I didn't know that.
Of course we would do it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Drew, you didn't get far enough in the show.
Spoiled it for him.
It was
talking about paid ads.
Did he get it?
No, but they're like, what if Yoplait hit you up?
Oh.
And he was like $5,000, and he's like, no.
It started at 200. Roger said 200, and Shane was like 200 to sell my soul or something. And then it got all the way up to $100,000, and Shane was like, I know people are gonna say I'm stupid, but I really wouldn't. Like, why would I go from only posting things I like to posting something like that?
But then he was like, my caption. If I can make my caption, this post is for $200,000. I look like an idiot, like just exposing the whole layout of it. I thought that was sick.
Yeah, that's funny.
This post bought me 3 more skate parks with no sponsors on it, which is really impressive. That's really impressive that he turns down opportunities because it's his house. They don't want people at his house. I don't blame him. Why would I want people at his house?
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy to move.
Hey, Shane.
I know, that tripped me
Shane,
out.
we're thinking about doing Battle of the Barracks at your house. It's no big deal. We're just gonna put a big old monster logo on the ramp, and it's gonna be tight.
He'd be so bummed. That's cool though. Gotta have standards.
Yeah, I know. I think that's like my big takeaway. Which I think if you're a fan of Shane, you already knew he was probably really picky about everything. You can tell by his skating. But it's cool that he's not down for everything. Like he seems definitely really picky. I think he talked about like the brand took April took a little longer than he expected to launch. They had to get stuff figured out with Yuto and stuff, but even that all seems like very calculated. Whether you like it or not, like to Shane, it was probably done. Like they waited until it was exactly how he wanted it.
Hey, speaking of the Yuto thing, did they really have a pro board for him? Blind?
Yeah, someone posted it. Antonio sent it to us to our
Really?
group chat.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
try to
remember.
find it. I'll put it on the Skate Fillet account if it's still out there. But
That's
actually,
Hey, I got a
speaking of
question.
Street League, that to me would have been the when Kelly said they were going to turn him pro at the contest. That seems really random. Like I can't remember that ever happening.
Yeah, that would be
What
weird.
contest was that?
like a
He didn't
street-
say which one, but he said back when he was on Blind that Blind was going to try to turn him pro at a Street League.
And his manager
But that
was
just
no,
seems
no,
like
no,
I
no.
mean,
I can't believe that. That's so crazy.
do you guys remember when he's talking about how April did take a little bit because they were trying to get someone that was going to work or going to be on April? Do you think that was Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would imagine.
just
I mean, that's who.
Yeah.
There's no secret now. Like they didn't even
Yeah.
send a blank. You just skate in April board. So I would
Exactly.
bet that's who it was. Originally.
I think he was at Linda Vista like 2 days later with an April board.
Yeah, he was. He
Yeah.
put up the clips on his story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's. He mentioned like an April thing coming out soon. So I'm sure it's the intro for Diego.
hell yeah.
It's gonna be
gonna be dope.
crazy.
And I mean, you know what else was cool was he was talking about that Nike thing he's working on right now, and he said like
Mhm.
to him it's his best part ever. Which, like, thinking of having better footage than what he already put out, like, it must be so nuts.
You know, early in the interview, he said, I'm always sitting on hours of footage. Even now, I have hours of unseen footage." I said, "Shut the fuck up, hours,
Dude,
The-
he
le-
He
said-
did
during
seem very confident.
yeah,
he said during his-
I got hours of footage. Now, even
was
if
talking
you're
about,
over
like-
exaggerating, even if you have 45 minutes of unused footage, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. If you have anything over 30 minutes and it's unseen, your parts, get that shit out of it. Make your little parts or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, get your obligation. Give me the shit that you don't want out. I mean, the shit that's not as good. Throw that out.
Sodi run, end of the year. Watch.
Ooh.
He better win one.
Damn.
Better. But you know what's tight
Not
to
a
me?
bad guess.
You know what was funny
might be
was
right.
when they were talking about Chubby Shane. Shane was saying how he was saying how he wasn't really doing much, and he said, "Yeah, like that year I only had like 10 minutes of footage." And Chris was like, "What? 10 minutes?" Like hyped on it. And Shane was like, "No, like
Nah,
usually I
not
get
cool.
like an hour."
So
I need
crazy.
an hour of footage.
An hour a year.
Hey, you know what footage I want to see? I want to see Fat Shane footy.
I want a Shane rough cut.
I was
I
just
want
gonna
him to-
mention that.
Ooh,
I would
that'd
I
be
want to
love
see his
that.
attempt. I want to see him switch flipping before his switch double. Well, he's not going to do those anymore, but before his switch trays. I
That
want
would
to
have
see
been
all
the best time to do it. Right after that episode, just leak it out. I mean, put it out there. Whoever
Yeah,
filmed it. Look
true.
how many switch flips this fucker did on that triple set. Who switch flipped it? Was it Arto? I think it was.
Know.
Come on, help me
Could've-
out, Reef. In flip?
I don't know. That sounds right.
Wasn't
that
that his
sounds
ender?
right. I don't know if I can't remember. I can't remember his ender. Sorry, but it does sound right.
What about you, Billy? Remember flip?
Mm-hmm.
Switch flip?
Yeah.
Yeah, switch flip.
I'm like the worst person to ask.
All right, let's go move on. Grant, you're going to have to help me with Yuri's last name. Is it Facchini's?
Facchini.
Genie.
Yuri Facchini.
His double up part. I thought I recognized this name, and I was like, this is where I think I remember Yuri on Blind, and it's the same guy. And I said, what the fuck? He doesn't, I never met someone whose style changed so much. He doesn't look like the same guy. He kind of reminded me of, look, I I thought it was Preston that could do hard flips in the switch front crooks. I mean, in the front crooks. He just reminds me of a skinnier version. Now he's more. Well, what's up?
Wait. Preston who?
Preston.
Yeah, I don't
Preston
know.
Morel.
When have you seen him do a hard flip front crook?
Okay, how about you listen to what I said the first
You're
time?
saying Yuri looks like Preston?
I'm so confused.
Preston that could do a switch hard flip front crook.
Oh, okay. You're saying they look similar, but Yuri can do that trick that Preston can't do.
cannot. Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't look like the same. Am I going crazy? Does he look like the same skateboarder that was on Blind?
I don't know. I feel like I maybe like witnessed the transformation. I didn't go from like 5 years ago till now, but he also probably grew up. He was probably pretty young when he first came out. Which happens. People change.
I was joking in our group text. I said, he looks really upset. He's flipping off everybody. He just
wasn't too hyped.
I wanna give him a cold glass of water. Calm him down a little bit. But you know what? He does this big that. I don't see it in too many recent video parts where he does a big flip on this huge stage over a grass gap as his ender and his blind part, and he did it again. He flipped off everybody. I was like, oh, he's always been pissed.
That's how he celebrates. He just flips off the camera.
Yeah. No memorable tricks for me other than I just confirmed that it was the same Yuri when he does the hard flip nose grind or whatever he does. Whenever you do a hard flip in the grinds, it's either him or Chet Thomas, and it was Yuri.
I like I think it was a kickflip back Smith on like a wood bench. It's like a bump to bench.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, yep.
Can I see that wood ring?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of good tricks.
I wrote down a couple.
He did like the nollie, nollie back 180.
Switch front crook.
Like switch front crook or whatever.
Oh yeah.
On like the
drop down.
double. Was it the double edge or did he do it on a picnic table too?
Yeah.
No, it was the double edge.
No, he switch front crooked. Yeah, it was double edge. He did 2 tables and switch front crooked them, like connected the tables.
Connected them, like lapped them.
Day one style.
Yeah. And then I guess I want to say this is the ender, but I guess the last trick's technically the fakie varial flip, but like fakie tray switch front blunt or fakie tray back nose blunt, whatever you want to say, was so nuts. And that ledge isn't low. I mean, it doesn't look low, but like that's just the type of trick you would expect. If someone does that, it'd be a pretty low ledge, but he did it so good. He was actually locked in. That was tight.
Oh yeah, he was real big on those camouflage pants. Yeah, oh my god.
Hard flip front nose.
Hard flip front nose.
That big flip was crazy. Over the grate.
Woo!
Yeah, on
That was
flat
a
ground,
big
going
grate.
so fast. You know what was my only, I guess, complaint? That if
we're complaining today. Let's get it out.
I hate saying this. Honestly, it kind of felt like it wanted to be a Shake Jump edit because they slow-moed the song like how Shake Jump always does, but they didn't slow-mo the skating, and I thought that was really weird. Like, just the slow-moed song didn't really work for me.
I really like the
Not
song.
like it did. It's random.
I love the song.
Yeah, the beginning of the song, that was sick. That was cool.
One thing he did is at the USC. You remember that over the trash can?
Yeah,
like hard
front
flipped
180 it.
But he like front one up that. Or front.
On that.
Or
Yeah, hard flip
it
up
and
that
then
is
pop shove
so
revert.
early.
The hard flip up that
Like,
is
I like
crazy.
pop shove
Oh,
revert.
yeah.
Like, I think that's a cool trick, and he did it good. But hard flip up that.
The hard
is
flip up it was
gnarly.
so impressive.
That's insane. That's nothing you would even
Been
think
there,
twice
like,
of.
all right, just ollie up it.
Tall.
If
So
you
he, like,
haven't
hard
been
flipped
there,
up.
like, oh, he hard flipped up a ledge, but like it's pretty thin. Like, that's nuts.
No, did you like that fakey big spin that he does over that black rail from bank to bank over the black rail?
Oh yeah.
Oh, ollie big spin, yeah.
Nollie,
Oh,
yeah.
was it
That was
nollie?
sick.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. Dylan switch backside flipped that.
Yep. That's every time I look at that, I think of Dylan. I was like, "That's Dylan's spot. Get out of here. What are you doing over there?"
Yep.
Yeah, the Huff ad
Mhm.
for his shoe.
Pretty rad stuff.
Dude's
Yuri.
got pop. What do you do?
What'd you Grant?
Fakey hard flip
Grant, what'd you?
650.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, on the table. Who else would do that?
Sorry, Reef. Go
Crazy.
ahead, brother.
It's all good. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Pop Shove 50s, and
He did one. Yeah, he did a
Yuri
pop
did one.
No, look at that. Well.
Still not that sold.
Looks like he joins Duffel in the elite team of Pop Shove 50s.
I feel like
Good catch,
If
Reef.
you're as
Good
good as that
catch.
dude, like I just think kickflip front 50 would have looked way cooler. I didn't think it was whack, but I just think kickflip front 50 would look sicker.
Hey, or
Did you look
shove
at
it.
the back?
Go ahead.
What? the back truck, it was like hanging off
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, it was
it
awesome.
was
I
so
thought
crazy.
The way it was falling
that was
and
pretty
onto
sick.
it. That was tight the way
Yeah.
it held.
Wait, Grant, you don't really like pop shove 50s?
Pop shove front 50, no.
I'd rather see front shove back 50.
Yeah, I like that one more.
Yeah,
I
I didn't
agree.
really like the pop shove 50 either.
It was just kind of random.
Hey, so Grant, what about a shove it board slide?
Go back to this.
Oh, God.
You're on
Just go
timeout.
backwards. You're out of time.
No, because I don't even like shove it board slides.
Board slide shoves, maybe.
Can you
Yeah,
explain
board slide shove, bro.
front
Shove.
big board, big spin front board? What are you saying?
No, board slide 50. I mean, board slide.
You
it
said
board
shoved
slide.
it board slide. What do you mean?
What, are you like trying to give me a hard time? Like Jesus.
So like
what-
pop
what's your
shove, but you
issue?
like shift your body back.
Oh wait. You're going at the rail backside, and
No, front side.
No, front side.
So your
You're
board
going
does
through-
like a
it's
90.
Like a lip.
Yeah,
it's
it
kind
does
of like
a
a lip.
90.
Yeah, it looks like a lip
Yeah.
side, almost.
but what? And you're front boarding?
No, you backboard.
Look at the mic.
Wait, what?
You're goofy. You do.
Yeah.
You do that.
Okay, well, see, if you would say the trick right, it would be a lot easier. That's
What-
a pop
Film
shove
one for
lip, and no, that's highly illegal.
That's
no way that should ever go down.
It's frowned upon in this establishment.
That's the worst trick. Pop shove
That's
lip.
funny. And the credits though of Yuri's part, that switch 50. Do you guys see that? You know what I'm talking
The
about?
which one?
It's like a super long hubba, and he does switch 50 down it, and he, again his back truck is like barely hanging on. It's in the credits. You got, I don't know. It's not
Really?
like too crazy. Super sick though.
No, I didn't see it. I'll
He
watch
did
it
a
again.
switch 50. He did a switch 50
On
that
the wall?
I think you could have done.
The wall?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
I
Billy
saw
would
that. I
have
was like,
switched
oh.
50.
That thing
I
looks
don't know.
tall.
I seriously.
Oh, the
Billy
bank.
would-
Yeah, it's like the back
Yeah.
to the tan wall.
That's
Yeah, I
the
saw
one
that and I
Louis
was like,
Lopez-
Ape.
What a great looking trick.
Oh, Louis Lopez kickflip back Smith it in West
Yep.
End like he sat on back
Oh,
Smith
yeah.
somehow.
So
That was
good.
sick. Yeah, same spot.
And the rough cut, you could tell Louis was stoked on that one when he.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where like it's like the best try ever, and then he somehow landed it. Like that one just worked
So
out
clean.
so good. Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah.
"That's so sick." I
Yeah,
love
right
that.
now I'm watching Dane Barker's part. Did you guys check it out? I'm watching it for the first time right now. Is there any?
Dude,
Is there going to be any live reaction? Oh shit! Moments in this video?
Maybe there's two tricks. He does a roll-on
Ender.
grind that's like death-defying. In the ender, he skates a famous spot, and oh wait, no one's ever skated it, which I love.
It's a
So
death-defying spot. No one skated, huh?
I really like the. It looks like a carnival ride. He does front nose grind on it, and then I think backtail.
Oh
shove
yeah, in the line.
But like,
Yeah,
I don't know. The
was
fact
sick.
that he used that obstacle was so rad.
That was cool.
I like those maroon shoes. They look tight with the white.
The maroon slips.
Oh, I know what line you're talking about now. No
Yeah, those
push
are
line too. That was a good line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no push.
Yeah.
No push is always
Fast.
sick.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good.
but I
Instagram
always try to
account,
go for
too.
no push. Yep.
I like
Yeah,
a
if you
three.
can.
I like a 3-trick no push. That one's really impressive.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope.
That's always good.
That's a good looking
That's hard.
trick. Pop
The
shove
fakey
nose
ollie
grind.
over that.
Mm-hmm.
The fakey ollie.
Way
over the bumper,
cooler
though,
than
you
Pop
don't
Shove
see that.
50.
Oh, the fakey ollie. That's when we started talking about this. I was like, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
What did you say, Reef?
That.
Oh, that.
The fakey ollie over that bump.
Whoa.
off the bar. So sick. 'Cause you don't see that too often.
often. Hey, he
What
should.
was that?
He should have
Yeah, what is
cannonballed
the,
it.
the roll on.
He should have cannonballed that shit.
So gnarly.
Yeah, dude, that was nuts.
I thought the
I
board was
backed
gonna
Dane
bounce to the
Wait
glass.
for the ender. The ender's fucked.
Oh, the brick mani pad that you say is terrible, Grant. The circle one.
Yes,
Um,
the back 180.
The back one, dude. I love that.
Okay,
Is that
first
gnarly or
angle.
what? It looks
The
pretty
first
crazy.
angle, it looks like I was like, I don't remember there being a seat that close to the mani
that
pad.
the
And then it shows
ender?
the second angle. It's like, dude, he gapped out so far.
Was that the ender?
Such a
Maybe.
quick ollie, yeah.
His front truck like didn't really grind. It just like rode off.
But still.
It's just a, he
Drew.
fucking-
Drew, have you-
what was that third in army?
Drew, have
He
you
hasn't been
do
to Third
that.
Army.
Oh,
How the fuck
God.
did he didn't 50 that thing. He just 50 the back truck and rode on that fucking thing.
It don't matter. Yeah, it does not
it
matter.
Matters. You might as well just
going
not
over
even
that
hit
bar
it.
onto that.
You know what that was? It's 50 wall ride. Pretty tight though.
Fuck
I'm
it.
down. Grant, let's talk about your favorite part though. Deedz nuts, baby.
Grant's a dinger. Just
I love it.
Deedz. First
Deedz
thing got
nuts.
hyped on. Well, I didn't know it at first, but his name it says Deedz Nuts, right? Name of the part. Frankie Villani did that art, which is tight. It says at the
dope.
end. It says like animation Frankie Villani. I thought that was sick. Dude, I love it from the beginning. He wallies off that ledge onto the rail, like wally front board shove, so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Skating fast. Also, he big spin front boards a square rail and like
The
holds
red
it really
one?
long. How is that a spot?
that was in my notes.
That's so sick.
That is
that
insane.
you lost.
Oh yeah, Billy lost. I don't know how that's a spot. That rail belongs at a skate park.
It was so
Like, how could that-
long.
Probably
Yeah,
stole,
he
probably
did one of
stole
those
that shit.
big spin front board and just sat on his back truck against the rail, and just chilled. It was tight. Ollie up the ledge, little revert, fakey flip into the steepest bank.
Wasn't too
Oh,
fond
yeah.
of that.
That was in my
You didn't
notes.
like
That
it?
was
I'd
sick.
rather him 180 up it and then do the.
Okay, that's fair. That didn't bother me, but I understand why you'd say that. But regardless, the fakey flip was insane.
The fakey flip was really
Didn't
good,
oh,
but the ollie
didn't it
and
almost
then
look like?
revert ruined it for me.
What's up, Reef?
Didn't it almost look like he like? I don't know. It kind of seemed like he was just messing around when he did that. Maybe he was trying another trick because it kind of looked like he was trying to manual. Who knows? But
I think he maybe
kinda
just
looked
did
like-
that to do that like that. But I don't
Yeah.
It just ended up being
So-
sick. Like it was like a.
yeah,
know.
It was like an accident.
The
They're like,
fake-
this is really
If
good.
he was,
actually.
if he
That was
wasn't
definitely one of
planning to fakey flip into that bank right there, then he's insane.
Like, he wanted to like fakey frontside flip in or something, and then he got scared, so he like whipped it back around.
Just shift.
Dude, he had that pro board
Yeah,
so
graphic
good.
in
That
a lot of
part-
clips. Did you notice that?
Yeah, the
Sorry,
He
what?
had the avocado board in
Yeah.
a lot of clips.
A lot, yeah. What do you think about that?
That
Do you think that's
fakey
cool
flip
or
is
weird?
Jesus, I didn't realize
That
how
is
I
buck.
didn't realize how gnarly his impossibles
That
are.
impossible into the
into that steep
Oh.
bank.
It's like a
He
30
wraps him so good too.
I
Yeah,
like
that was
for some reason I like when he wears the hoodie over his head. I
Dude,
just
the
feel like
line
he's
where
This. Look how long
he
that
always
rail
up
is.
pushes.
Big spin front
what
board.
kind of rail is that?
It's a
Who's that
switch
supposed to
front
help?
biggie.
Who's
dude,
that
the
supposed to
50 he
help?
does is
Little
super
kids?
long too.
little fucking wheelchair so you don't fucking knock over into the stairs.
Is the spot he like ollies up, pushes, and then drops down off a ledge like onto one of those barrier rails. That's like you know what I mean? Those
That's
like
literally
drop off
the clip
back
right
flip.
here.
This is sick.
That
Yeah,
was
he
the
does
clip
it
right
off.
here.
No, this is sick.
And he does a big
he does
flip,
a
so
50-50 and
Yeah.
backside flips
Backside
out of
flip.
it.
Yeah, the backside
That
flip.
is rad.
Oh,
That-
so
That's
sick.
nasty. I
Middle
like
of
that a lot. I did not expect him to do that. And you could tell he ollied over where it got chunky, where there was like a cut in it.
Mm.
So he was able to grind. He's
Mm.
like, nope, see ya. Because I felt like there was another cut. He was like, you ain't getting me, bitch. You thought you gonna trick
Yeah.
me.
He's so sick.
Did you like his
He's the
jump ramp
best.
for the board slide?
It
Oh,
doesn't bother
God.
me. He got hate for it the first time he did that.
That's sick.
Just
That
Brian
ramp's so
That was a
DeCenzo.
great foresight, though. Oh, I remember that,
that was kinda
comment
weak.
from Rex.
I don't like that.
What, the Gap
What?
5
Yeah, that.
What?
No, that was kind of weak.
Look at
That's
the speed
not-
he had.
I mean,
You're
so
dumb.
wait, I can
Look at-
push fast too. Nah, that was whack.
Sick.
Nah. The front shove over the fire hydrant, I mean the manhole
Manhole.
was sicker.
That's pretty scary.
50-50 the wall ride? That's weird.
Dude, the
Oh, anyways,
end
I like when he wears his hoodie because I feel like that he's like, all right, soldier, I'm going to war. He's like, he's ready for it at all costs. What did
You
you,
guys
like?
think it's-
What did you like, Reef?
That.
That 5-0, I think it was the second last trick, the 5-0 backside flip in that ditch. That was super sick. He it wasn't bad that he didn't pop it. Like, he didn't seem like he popped it too big, but he caught it so good still, and then kind of reverted it. I don't know. It just looked really good how he did it.
Mhm.
I enjoyed that trick. And then I think you just mentioned it, Drew, the 50-50 wall ride, the frontside one, super
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the backside flip out of that 50, the other one, he caught it so good.
Yeah.
So
it didn't even
good.
look. It almost was so quick and so it was like almost a back 180.
I
If you
think-
look-
Yeah, the flip
but
is
it was.
crazy.
I think part of it is like how the camera guy filmed it. Also, I think we need to give him some
Mhm.
credit as well. He went down real low to show that backside flip
Yeah,
like in
oh
your
my God.
face.
under it. Yep.
Dude, the kickflip on the tranny, like the 2 steep quarters that are like this with the channel.
Yeah, I put
Like
that in my
shifty
notes.
flips to fakie.
That you
So
lost.
sick.
Watch, it'll
That
be
spot
coming
looks
up.
so sick.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
a
so
sick spot.
There's this launch that Deedz does a backside flip over like a huge planner. But when he lands on that planner, he actually, I was trying to look and see, damn, he went over high on that thing. I did like every 10-year-old does. He's like going frame by frame, like, oh shit, how close did he come by it? And he chopped the leaf off.
No.
Yeah, look at it.
That's tight.
That's sick.
Right there.
Oh,
Right there.
shit.
Yo, did you
he
guys
did.
notice? Did you notice his rail breaks off his board in one of the clips?
Yeah, he's like holding it up.
No.
Right here.
Yeah,
Bam.
Yeah, he did knock a leaf
He
off.
dropped-
Chop that shit off.
he drops
What
it
clip?
on
his tail.
he grinds the other roof. Then he lands and he like looks
Oh,
up
dude,
and
that's
his rail
nutty.
pops off.
Yeah, you were right about that.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
The
you were
blue
right.
rail.
What do you do, a blunt?
I really like the blunt slide kickflip to board. To fake.
Oh, that spot
On,
is
like, the
insane.
bank.
looking.
What
Yeah.
a dream spot.
Yeah.
You
It
did.
looked like he was just gonna go into disaster. He's like, oh, that dude's still sliding.
Oh, and we got some big yanks in this too.
Boardside yank over on glass.
No, he did the
Oh, dude,
But he did the kickflip
Grant,
board.
that was crazy.
Yeah, flick front board.
kickflip front board yank in.
Yep.
Dude.
Oh yep.
Big
The sickest.
yanks.
Also, wall ride on the
Oh,
glass
dude,
wall,
that's
and
so
they filmed
sick.
it on the inside.
Oh yeah, that's
You know,
rad.
I was thinking that like Deedz, he's probably not gonna show up, but he's fucked up so many walls. Like he's fucked up so many buildings. He's like, let's skate some glass, bro.
I love his skating, dude.
Oh, I like that
Like,
he
yeah,
showed
that
like his knot makes like that.
that's the kickflip they're talking about.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Which one? What not make?
on the white bank to bank. Like a kickflip fakie.
The kickflip
basically.
fakie.
Mm.
Yeah. Over the channel, little channel gap.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, he skates a wide variety of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds
he
me of
skates those
Wes.
slip-on Janowskis a lot.
That front 5-0 backside flip reminds me of the one Wes did at Del Mar,
Yeah.
where it's like shoe flies off.
Yeah,
such a
he
crazy
rolls away
trick.
no
That's
shoe.
fucked.
That's fucked up.
Imagine sticking on
Dude.
that ender.
Oh my! I thought about it when I watched it. I don't want to think about it,
Huge.
dude. If you stuck, that's a wrap.
Yeah,
Like,
That's a wrap.
you're donezo.
Yep.
yeah.
Sorry, bud.
You're
You are
Deedz, so.
Oh, clever.
So hyped on that part.
Yep, that was a rad part.
Yeah,
Thank-
I really enjoyed
Yep.
it. He's come a long way.
Dope.
Remember
He
the,
has.
the skate rat edit I sent you?
Yes,
He was
Billy
skating
found an old
rough.
skate rat edit of it was CK, Sivo, and Deedz. It's pretty old, a few years old.
Let's
definitely
move on.
see
We're
Deedz.
coming up
No,
pretty soon to an
We're
hour.
talking about Deeds.
We got to talk about. We're gonna talk about Deedz. We're gonna end it on Deedz. Just no Grant Scram, just Deedz.
Fuck Grant.
last week was Tony Hawk week, and Tony Hawk did. Well, I didn't. When I heard about it, I was excited that he was coming out with a Battle Commander. He came out with more street clips than I thought. I thought it was just gonna be tranny it up. Well, what's so funny?
I don't know. The flames in it are so corny. But
Yeah, it's
Yeah, wait.
It,
supposed to
it totally matches for Tony though.
Yeah.
I
No,
think.
is
that
that supposed
supposed
to
to, like,
resemble
from a video game?
Feasters? Wasn't Feasters like that?
Oh, okay. I knew it was something, but I didn't know what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
happened before I was born. Who knows?
yeah. So what do you guys make? I mean, what do you guys
I love
think?
that trick.
I totally agree with you,
Front
Drew.
180 back.
Oh, sorry.
Switch back five.
No, good.
I was surprised about how many street clips there were. I was honestly, I mean, some of the stuff he did, I was like, God damn, he still got pop. I mean,
Yeah, 51
He
years
always
old,
up.
man.
he always up onto that, like, no one really, I mean, he didn't like do a trick, but he always up off that kicker onto the other platform
Oh, yeah.
to start that line,
Yeah.
that last line.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God. That's,
Yup.
You don't see a lot of people do that at the barracks, so I don't know.
Then who
And then,
who else would do it than the Birdman? Caw-caw.
No, but I actually watched this with my mom because my mom likes Tony Hawk, and
That's rad.
Uh,
She wants
was
to
like-
date him and shit.
What?
Dude, what?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. No, I'm just kidding. But
Is your mom
tray
available?
flip. She was like she was stoked on the tray flip. I was pretty stoked on the tray flip because that wasn't just
from one tray flipper to another. That shit was.
and think about it. It wasn't a tray flip like front side from the like bank to bank. It was like a over tray flip. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Went back.
It's pretty sick.
Backside.
Yeah, backside exactly. And I really enjoyed seeing his sons in it and his daughter. That was pretty sick. Of course, he's gonna have the family in it, and I really appreciate Tony for that because he's a family man and he's a boss. So
Yeah.
and Riley's trick was fucked up.
Fucked.
The blunt slided into the wall. It was so sick.
Billy, I
Yeah.
can see you skating that thing like that.
Yeah, I'd be down. You know, I know it's so crazy to say this, but he does a front three in this. Like,
Dude, it was good out of the bank.
that
Yep.
he just did it right now, and I was like, I know he's been skating forever, but I was like, fuck you. Like, I can't do that
I know,
trick.
that's a
I was
hard
just like,
trick.
damn.
It is hard.
He's getting handrail clips too.
Yep.
4 to the 10.
Dude.
What's
And the
hey,
bank
you know what's
board
funny is
slide.
like Tony has like that style. Like you know when he does that bank to board slide and he does this, I was like, that's Tony. I see you, bitch. You still skating.
You know what I thought was cool? I don't even know what grab it was, but he was skating the hip that's next to 7,
he,
like
like,
next to
tweaks
that
it.
bank. Yeah, and he like tweaks it front side. I thought that looked sick. So that probably felt so cool.
I do know he has a weird push.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, his whole
It's an
style,
awkward push.
his whole style's kind of weird, but he.
Oh.
Well, he's like tall and lanky, but it's like a short push, like a quick. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like a.
The 3-shove front rock on the little quarter pipe. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty sick too. He did it really quick too. It wasn't like he like got some Tony Hawk points on it.
Stupid ass.
Multiply.
Hey, Drew, is that the first battle commander with the lights on?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's how he started. He's like, hey guys,
Yeah, that was great.
51, I can't do this.
I can't fucking see shit. I was like, shut the fuck up. Turn those lights back off, you stupid bitch. Get those glasses.
Dude.
And see Birdman with the glasses. He's fucking
I don't know why, but I feel like I kind of have a hard time skating at night. Like we lit a
here.
spot, or even like a skate park that has like good lights. Like skating at night's like weird to me.
I love it.
Same here.
I mean, I think it's fun, but like I don't know. I feel like just a little off.
I'll
Maybe
put
I
no
should skate with
lights.
glasses if I skate at night.
That would have been funny. Yeah, I bet. Hey, I want to see like they're probably Chase was like, all right, first day. He was like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what do you mean? This is Battle
You probably just
Commander.
couldn't get any
This is Battle
sweat.
Commander. He's like, no. Bagel bites, bitch. I got that bagel bites money. We're gonna do this thing on. Hey, so I'd say that the tricks that surprised me most were the flip tricks that he did. The V heel, the tray flip. I agree. The front three on that quarter was dope.
I liked all the blunt tricks.
And
Blunt back tail,
Mm.
half cap blunt, back tail revert. I like blunt tricks on quarters.
we know you like
See
blunts.
another.
It's okay. But when it came to Tony Grant, when he was pushing up to the 10, I was like, he's about to do the 3 flip. I knew it. I was gonna predict
No,
it.
yeah, Drew. You
I was
can't be
like,
serious.
he's about to shut it down.
Trade.
He's about to shut it down. He's about to end it on the 3
If
flip.
Tony traded the 10, I'm
Imagine
pretty
that.
sure everyone would have like thrown their
Triple
phone or
advantage.
computer when they watched it.
I thought
Yeah.
it was good.
If Tony traded the 10, I would have been like.
Drop the phone.
If Tony trading the 10 would be the best live reaction video. Drew would have gone nuts.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome.
I called it. I was like, oh, he's about to do it. I was like, Grant, I'm about to show you what's up. And then he got on there. I was like, fuck this motherfucker, piece of shit.
That's still pretty good though.
No, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. Yeah,
Not when
he
you
wasn't
see Chad
lying.
hit it.
He wasn't lying. I'd like to know what his peers, after they saw the video part, I want to know what they texted him and told him. Like, damn, I was pretty impressed with you doing this, and that. I also echo. I liked his family in there too, Reef. I thought that was really rad. Yeah, the cute little girl. She did a little kick turn. I was like, oh, it's a whole
Yeah.
family affair. I like it.
Yep.
One of his sons did a good kickflip down the 7.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's proper.
It'd been nice if Tony got his back up with a tray down the 7, but it's all right.
Or the 4 block.
Hey, the 4 block surprised me too. Him ollieing that
ollieing
thing.
it?
That thing's
Yep.
huge.
That
was
thing's
big.
tall. Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah. That.
I know.
I forgot about that.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, the Grant Scram.
KB. This is one of the best to watch. Someone that we'll never get enough of, no matter how much footage he puts out. Backtail 270. I'd say it's one of the best ones to be done. Even it's like him messing around on Instagram, but he full rotation, front foot came off all sick. I thought that was tight. Tray flip over the trash can. Tray flip, I think everyone knows tray flip's hard trick over something. But one thing I'll feel like I'm never gonna forget now is a few months ago, Ishad on Instagram posted a tray flip which was over a little ledge at Beebles Park and said it was the first time tray flipping over something and how hard that is. And ever since then, just like seeing any tray flip over something like makes me even appreciate it even more. So tray flip over that can was tight. And then, I mean, clearly switch tray down the set was so good. Yeah, I don't know. I love watching Kevin skate, so hopefully we get some more stuff. But I was hyped to just get these few clips on Instagram. So that's my pick.
It's a pretty solid pick. I like it. From one tray flipper to another. Switch tray is one I envy. It's one you're pretty good at. Would you say
Right.
Would you say that your switch trays are better than your regulars?
Oh, hands down. I suck at tray
Yeah,
flips.
they are.
They're
sure.
so much better.
You got the Jeremy
Yeah,
Rogers.
It's dumb.
You got the Jeremy Rogers. The only one I know that's good at them both is Paul. Honestly. But
What do you mean?
He doesn't throw the regular one down too much, like down heavy
Paul's
shit.
got- Dude, you know what I almost picked for Grant's Graham? Was Tiago Lemos. I don't know who originally posted it. I saw it.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yo,
that.
That might be best flat ground tray ever. How did he stomp it like that?
It was fucked.
I don't know.
I need to
No,
watch
you
it
know
right
what?
now.
You know who had a pretty good flat ground tray at one time was Felipe Gustavo.
I know he can do him good, but he tends to exaggerate him a little much for my liking.
I understand. No, I do. But as far as the height behind it,
Yeah, he could pop him because he'll do him like up ledges, like tray flip
You
crook, but
disagree?
even just straight up a ledge.
I never watched them. I was gonna say, remember
Yeah, and he's got a mean tray flip nose grind too.
According to
yeah, you had a brief period of time.
Drew used to say I had Mike Mo tray flips.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then
He-
somehow they turned it into what they are today.
I don't know what the fuck.
Declined, they peaked right there.
Yeah. Got that compliment and it's just downhill.
Yeah. Okay, your switch
You're
ones
just
are really
right.
good though.
Thanks.
You should know that if you tell Billy something, it might just like if Billy's trying to trick you, like, oh Billy, you got into that one really good.
Yeah, I can get close like 7 times. You're like, you've gotten into it so many times. I'm like, all right, blow it for like 20
It's
more
over
tries.
from there. You
just
should
gotta stay
never.
quiet.
Those words should never. Yeah.
Just don't compliment
over.
me and I'll be good.
That sounds like a podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Later, skateboarders. Thanks for coming
Peace.
on, Billy. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Fuck you.